like to give everybody a fair warning to work at your own level or pull back, just work at 70%, less if you're healing injuries or recovering from illness. Use your best judgment because neither I nor the senior resources of Guilford are responsible for your safety. That's up to you. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin. We're going to start with an exercise called 2 full moons, and this is really good for heart health. So we're going to step over with the left foot, and we're going to hold the palms facing forward and inhale. Keep the palms forward. Exhale. Use the legs as always. Inhale. Exhale. 2 full moons. Deep breathing, diaphragmatic breathing, also called abdominal breathing. The abdomen is moving with the breath. Keep the tip of the tongue gently tucked against the upper palate. And relax. Let's go right to knee rotations. Hands are above the knees, not on the knees, but above. 9 gentle circles. Reverse. Good. Parallel the feet a little bit more. And let's go ahead and do an exercise based on a posture called Fair Lady Works the Shuttles. Hold an imaginary ball. The top thumb is a little lower than usual, facing the heart. Holding a ball and push out. Protect the head with the other arm. Lower both arms at the same time. So that same hand that was on top stays on top. Thumb facing the heart. Push out. Lower both arms at the same time. And sit in the legs a little bit so you're getting more exercise in the legs. Exhale. Inhale. You might notice it's a little bit difficult in the beginning to slow down the breathing. What's that tell us? We're not used to doing it. It will get easier with practice. Slow the breathing, regulate the mind. Exhale, push. Inhale, hold the imaginary ball. Exhale, push. Inhale. Okay, good. And come back up a little bit. Now, bring the foot back in. We're going to do a stepping exercise. We're just going to focus on the feet only, the legs. Later we can add arms and do a variety of movements based on this stepping pattern. We're going to sink the weight in one leg. Notice I'm lifting the heel. I'm testing it. Do I really have all the weight in this leg? If so, I can pick up the other foot and maintain my balance. Now step toward the corner and shift forward. Shift back to the other leg. Do we have 100%? Let's test it by lifting up the toes this time And then we can lift up the leg and keep our balance. Set the foot down, sink the weight, lift the heel, and step toward the corner. Shift. Shift back. Lift the toes, get all the weight in one leg. Keep it there and notice going slowly. We improve our leg strength, our muscular strength, and our balance. Or as we say in France, our balance. Nobody's smiling at that one, huh? Okay, just my dedicated camera lady. Shift forward, shift back. Good, now we're going to add an arm movement. Why don't we do slant flying? Protect the body high and low. Now this exercise also has a heart healthy benefit. Whenever the palms pass close together like that, at heart level, we're sending healing chi to the heart. Let's open the arms. Slant flying, the arms are slanting away from the body. And then we're going to step back in. Protect the body high and low. Step. Palms pass at heart level. You see, when you're aware of the benefits, I think they work a little better. Like, you know an aspirin is going to take away your headache, so it's already working as soon as you swallow the pill. Open. Notice I'm lifting my chin a little bit so I can look past my fingers. Look past the fingers. Shift back. Step in. Step out. Notice the slower we go, the more complex the exercise. Open. Look past the fingers. And relax. Now when you relax, relax the arms, make sure the shoulders feel relaxed, and relax the chest. This area where we hold so much stress and tension. Very important part of the body. Very important to learn how to relax it, release that tension. We armor around our heart, so this area often gets very tense and very stressed out. It makes it hard to breathe. It makes it hard for the heart to beat. Open. Relax. Let this fold and collapse a little bit. Be aware of that. And then you open it and you stretch. You open the chest, open the heart. When you do that, you make yourself vulnerable. They say no one is more vulnerable than the martial arts master. Even though they're very powerful and strong, they're also vulnerable. Open and relax. Okay, good, and shake it out. Now let's go ahead and let's loosen up the waist a little bit more. So I'm going to separate the feet again. This time I'm going to hold the hands clasped together and turn the palms out a little bit. Make a big circle from the waist. Careful not to strain the back. Inhale on the top half of the circle. Exhale on the bottom half. Palms are outward, fingers connected. When you bend forward, try not to round the back. That causes a strain on the back. We want to collapse from the hips. Like we're bowing and seeking to aim the top of the head toward the ground. And this is called turning the wheel. Of course, the wheel is the waist. Big circle. Turning the wheel. And reverse direction. Now relax. See if you can hang forward. Let your hands touch the floor. Bend the knees. Inhale. Come up. Let's add a counter stretch for the back. And relax. Okay, good. Shake it out. Now we're going to do a drill based on the 4 key movements of Tai Chi Chuan, which are called ward off, roll back, press, and push. I'm going to face a few different directions. Starting with facing directly towards you, and you're going to go ahead and put the right foot forward. I'm going to mirror you. Right foot forward, again protecting high and low. Remember, Tai Chi Chuan is a martial art, but it's a martial art we practice slowly. So a lot of people look at it and they don't really understand what it's about. But there's ward off. I'm imagining I'm grabbing an arm here and pulling, roll back. Touch the wrist, press forward. So press is a forward energy. 2-hand push, make a big circle, and push with both hands. Now shift back and start all over again. Protect high and low, ward off. Roll back, imagine grabbing the arm, pulling, press, and push. Now you can face any way you like. I'm going to go ahead and do it the way I would normally do with my right leg forward. So see how that looks to you. You might want to just watch and not do it. But this way you see another angle. Ward off. In fact, as you're learning Tai Chi, it's good to just take part of a posture and do it over and over again. Here we're actually doing the whole posture of ward off, but without taking the step. Now notice mostly it's only one arm that's moving. My right arm is going down and up in order to block. Down and up. And what's the left hand doing? Blocking with the palm and then pointing the fingers as if we were going to attack the eyes or the throat of the opponent. So the left arm does almost nothing. As we go forward, we point the fingers. And back, the palm is forward. Just this. It's a lot easier when we break it down like this. So at the end of the posture of ward off, the fingers are pointing at the hand. As if we're hiding the hand. We're actually hiding it from the opponent so they can't see the weapon. Out of sight, out of mind. So if they can't see the weapon, the left hand, they're not going to be blocking or worrying about it, right? So we hide the hand until we're ready to use it and strike. Ward off. Another way to practice, hold the posture. Hold it in the finished position. Also hold it when you're in the back stance. This will really build up the back leg till it gets very strong. Here's something I would like you to consider. No matter what other activities you do, I want you to just agree on one thing. Let's get the ego out of the way, become a little bit humble, and say to ourselves, my legs are not strong enough yet. My legs aren't strong enough yet. What's that mean? I need to practice more. I need stronger legs. Why? Because when I get older, sometimes we have a condition as we age called sarcopenia. It means the muscles waste. They go bye-bye. I don't want my muscles to get so weak that I start falling and getting hurt, or I have to go live in assisted living. So working hard now gets you in the habit. You're going to work hard now. Stay in the habit of working hard. You won't experience as much muscle wasting when you age as if you didn't practice. Less likely to fall, less likely to lose your independence. So we go ward off. You could just hold the posture, roll back, grab the arm and pull. Press. Notice this circle. I make a circle from the elbow, not the shoulder, not doing this, using the shoulder, just from the elbow. Even this needs to be practiced. I need to isolate the movement to my elbow joint and touch, press. 2-hand push, push. 4 moves. Ward off, roll back, press, push. Now, using this similar stepping that I did earlier, I can turn and do it on the other side. Now, if you haven't been practicing with me, you can join in now. Your right foot is forward, that way. So you can follow. Ward off, roll back, press, push, ward off. Now, as you practice this for a few minutes, it becomes a meditation in motion. It's impossible to do this too much. Why? I've already mentioned increasing leg strength. Also, learning to meditate while we're doing our Tai Chi leads to profound health benefits that we'll never experience unless we learn meditation. It puts the mind in a different frequency. And maximum healing happens when our brain is in that meditative frequency. It's better than sleep. It's more restful than hypnosis or watching TV. See if you can practice it for a few minutes. Okay, 3 minutes to start, 5 minutes, 10, 20. This will also help develop our mental focus and discipline. Very important in life. Okay, now we do the Tai Chi form. Let's go ahead and begin. I will do it on my opposite side so you can follow more easily. I'm going to start over here a little bit because I'll be stepping that way and then I'll be stepping this way. So we'll need to follow. Commencement. Gently stretch. Relax. Grasp bird's tail to the right. Your right. Grasp bird's tail to the left. Notice the hands passing at heart level. Oh goody, getting more heart healthy benefit. Ward off. We take the step. Now we do what we just practiced. Roll back. press, push. Single whip, make a rainbow. Punch. Adjust the back foot as we shift forward and push. Playing the harp. White stork. Look here, palms pass at heart level. There it is again. No wonder Tai Chi is so good for the heart. Brush knee to the left. Now we're just doing a short form. A few moves have been taken out. Brush knee to the left. Make a fist. Step. Parry. Punch. Apparent close up. Cross hands. Close. Okay, so that is the first section of the Tai Chi short form. And now we'll spotlight another posture from later on in the Tai Chi form. Let's go ahead and let's practice a move. We'll do two moves, a combination. We're going to do a kick with the right heel, and then a posture called box to the ears, also called fists to the ears. Actually, we can think of the first two knuckles, which are the ones we use most of the time when we punch. So many people, they see all these punches in the movies and they don't even know how to do a punch. We hit with this part of the fist, the first two knuckles. So when we do box to the ears, we're thinking of hitting somebody at the temple with those knuckles. So we hit that. It's kind of a pressure point. It can actually be a knockout blow. Box to the ears. Now we can just practice this. Very relaxing movement. I want you to check your form against what I'm showing you. I don't want you doing this. You see how my elbows are out to the side? So if my elbows kept going, they would never touch the ground. They just go. Well, we want our elbows to go down. So if I put a stick here, you can see that if I follow that line, eventually it'll touch the floor. That's what we want. That means the shoulders are relaxed. Not like this. So check yourself. As you learn Tai Chi, you start to find out, wow, I'm holding all kinds of tension in my body. I didn't even realize it. All kinds of tension I need to learn how to let go and practice relaxing. Should be the most natural thing in the world. Unfortunately, stress and tension have become more natural than relax for most of us. We need to practice relax. I've changed legs. I'm doing it on the other side. And when I finish, I'm imagining somebody's head right there between my hands. So I don't want the hands like that. I don't want to be fighting someone with such a skinny head. I don't want to be fighting a big fat head. So I'm going to be imagining a head equal to my head size. Right there. So I'm miming a fight that I hope I'll never get in. And this is how we learn Tai Chi Chuan. As a martial art, it's actually a form of shadow boxing. So the shadow is the imaginary opponent I create with my imagination. Now when I use my mind, My imagination, what am I exercising? My brain. So in the past shows, we've talked about the anti-Alzheimer's effect of practicing Tai Chi. It's because we're always using our imagination by imagining another person, a shadow. Okay, that's box to the ears. Now here's what it looks like when we combine it with the kick. So I'm going to kick toward this wall. You can actually face me on this one. You might have to look over your shoulder a little bit. Kick with the heel. And when I kick with the heel, I'm pulling my toes back toward me. Separating the arms, kick with the heel. Now touch the floor and turn your foot. Turn the left foot. Make the fists. Step and punch to the ears or the temple. I'm going to turn the left foot. Go back to the starting position. Turn the right foot. Kick with right heel. Kick. Place the leg down and turn. Box to the ears. Turn left foot, turn right foot. Kick. Right heel kick. Touch. Pull yourself over, turn that left foot, facing another shadow opponent. Punch. Later, when we get more balance, when we've corrected any defects in the legs, especially the knees, we'll do a pivot. Watch what the pivot looks like. I'll do it facing a different direction so you can really see you're looking at my left leg. Don't do this at home until you've studied with a teacher who can correct your errors, your mistakes. Make sure you don't hurt yourself. But later, we're going to do it like this. Kick with the heel and then turn on the heel. And box to the ears. I'll show it one more time because I'm feeling like a daredevil. And kick with the right heel. Turn. Kick with left heel. It's just a short turn on the heel, about 1 inch, but you're not going to do it until you've been doing Tai Chi for a while and you can be taught properly in person by me or another qualified teacher how to do it safely. Remember, safety is our first priority. It's why we begin every one of these programs with a warning that you are responsible for yourself, your own safety. Okay, appreciate you being here today. I'd like to quickly just dedicate this show today to my longtime student and friend, Gwen Taylor, who passed away too early in life on Sunday of this week. So just want to dedicate the program to her. She's a very dedicated student, competed, won medals, and became a certified judge at Tai Chi events. So we're going to miss her, but keep her close to our hearts. Okay, doing some reading, and reading about COVID, reading about the body's immune system and ability to fight disease. So important to learn about our immune system. There are a number of things that we need to really focus on to improve health. I would probably say nutrition is even more important than exercise. Our food supply is so depleted nutritionally. We really need to educate ourselves about food and how to get proper nutrition, which means nutrition that keeps us healthy and allows us to not just fight off disease when we get sick, but to not get sick in the first place. That's even better. So, we're falling behind the rest of the world in cases of COVID, in deaths from COVID. What's wrong with this picture? We have our advanced civilization here in America, but we have such poor health, poor eating habits, poor food supply, poor choices is what it comes down to. So if you exercise a lot but don't eat well, you can't expect very good result. If you eat really well but never exercise, you can't expect very good result. So we want to make sure we're learning and studying and practicing better nutritional habits. It doesn't mean you have to be a saint, but maybe you eat pretty good 70 to 80% of the time, and the other time you indulge in the things that you know aren't as healthy. Okay, right now those numbers are kind of skewed backwards, aren't they? For many people. Eat mostly junk, maybe a little bit of good food, and we're very sick as a population. So nutrition, educate yourself, plenty of information out there. Exercise, and I'm a little biased, but I firmly believe that Tai Chi Chuan is the best exercise we can do for our body, along with whatever else you love. Ride a bike, run, jog, skip, but don't skip your practice. The third thing, what's the third most important component to health? Most people don't think about it very much. It's sleep. How's your sleep quality? So a lot of people don't get their 7 to 9 hours of good sleep every night. So educate yourself about sleep. Out of those three things, sleep is probably the easiest thing to fix. So there's lots of information how to improve our sleep. And there's number 4, and on the way in tonight, I was thinking, I always tell my students there's a 5 and a 6, but I kind of cop out and say, well, I'll tell you about those later. That's because I'm still figuring them out. Don't tell anybody, okay? Number 4 is your thoughts, your thinking. Are you thinking toxically? Are you filling your head with junk from television, the news, media, junk, bad news? Are you gathered around the water cooler and just sharing gossip, poor information? You're filling yourself with junk, like the computer, garbage in, garbage out. But what you think affects every working in your entire body. So you must cultivate healthy thinking. How do you do that? There's information out there. So what would 5 and 6 be? Well, I would say 5 has a lot to do with 4. It's your happiness quotient. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the happiest, where are you right now while you're listening to this lecture? Am I making you feel guilty or ashamed? Or do you feel, hey, I'm aligned with that. I've already been doing that stuff. I feel pretty good about it, you know? So your happiness quotient. Take a few times during the day and check your happiness level. Are you close to 10 most of the time, or you're down near a 1 and a 2 too much of the time? Okay, these are things to work on. My Qigong master, 93 years old, said that the purpose of Qigong, which includes all of Tai Chi, is to become happier. That's how important being happy is to your health. The purpose of Qigong is to become happier. So you have that. And then we'll go into maybe 6, 7, and 8 in another class. I appreciate you being here. Practice something, and you'll get really good at something. And we'll close up. Cover the fist and clap 3 times.